Hey everybody, welcome to GameTaffy. I'm Ben Davis, and it's Monday! We made it through the weekend somehow, and I wish it was still here, but what can you do? Today, Square Enix announced another collector's edition of the Final Fantasy X X2 HD Remaster. This one is going to include a bunch of stuff like an art book and the original soundtrack, and of course Final Fantasy X and X2 HD. But it got me thinking, HD remasters and remakes kind of blow when you think about it. I understand the purpose of them. If you missed out on a game, this is a great way to check them out. So the Sly Cooper collection, I really want that because I missed them on the PlayStation 2 and I'd like to have a chance to play them again, and playing them on the HD remaster is a great way to breathe new life into the game and give me a chance to see the game for the first time in something that's comparable to modern gaming. However, when you really think about it, for a publisher, an HD remake is the easiest and least risky thing to do. All they're doing is giving you the same game you already played, but with upgraded graphics. If you look at the development team, it really only needs graphic developers. There might be someone with like coding or something like that, but you don't need sound engineers, you don't need directors guiding the game. All it needs is a graphics department just to make sure that the game looks clean and fresh and new. $40, of course, is a fair price for the consumer, but you're not getting anything really good out of the experience. Especially with Final Fantasy X, it's one of my favorites. I would say it's my third favorite in the Final Fantasy franchise, but it needs some serious audio redesigns. I mean, it's got great music, but terrible voice acting. Now, for my money, I have Final Fantasy X and I have Final Fantasy X2 on the PlayStation 2, so I don't intend on buying this. Maybe if I find it for $10 somewhere, I'll buy it. But even then, since I already own both games and the HD remaster doesn't look that much better, there's no reason for me to buy it. I can't support this one. I really hate to say that, but this is an HD remake that really makes me remember how much of a ripoff HD versions of games really are. But maybe I'm wrong. What do you think? Are you excited for the Final Fantasy X and X2 HD remaster? Do you repurchase games that you already own in HD so you can have a chance to see them with fresher graphics? Do you think that the HD graphics of Final Fantasy X look good? Leave a comment below and let me know what you think. Last Friday we discussed the Oculus Rift and how much you would be willing to pay for it to come to the consumer market. Colton Matthews said, "I think it depends greatly on a few things. Number one, how well will it be adopted, or how well will it work with my current setup? 2, how well will it be adopted by developers? 3, will it be functioning with more than just PC? There has been talk of PS4/X1 compatibility. I think if the functionality is as great as the anticipation and it is fairly universal peripheral, I would pay up to $350. But if it's strictly PC and I have to upgrade my PC to use it and we are still in the very early stages of development, then I think $150 to $200 range would be more appropriate. I don't want to say that I'm an expert with the Oculus Rift because I'm not. I'm interested and I do follow it, but not as closely as other people do. When it comes to games, there are a lot of developers that have already patched their video games that are out now and very user-friendly and popular, and they are Rift ready. Plus there's a bunch of people developing new Rift exclusive experiences, so as far as adoption goes, I think that the Rift is going to see a really good life as a peripheral. As far as cross-platform usage, it's rumored that Sony is working on its own virtual reality headset, so I don't think it's likely. Even though Shuhei Yoshida was very impressed with the Rift at this year's E3, I don't think that that means that they're going to try to license or even purchase Oculus. I think what it means is they're going to step up their production of their own virtual reality headset, and frankly, I don't think it's going to be as good. I think they're going to rush it into production and it's going to be kind of a crappy peripheral. You're more likely to see Microsoft try to add some Rift functionality than anyone else. It's probably going to be a PC exclusive, and I would say view it like a monitor. That would be the best way to look at it. Would you pay $150 to $200 for a high quality monitor? So every day I strive to answer any questions that you might have, and today my buddy Mike Adams, he used to be my boss, asks, what is your favorite frozen yogurt topping? And Mike, as entertaining as my politics are, my frozen yogurt toppings are pretty boring. I usually go with those crushed Oreos or Reese's Pieces, and I love to have the warm peanut butter glued on as well as hot fudge. Yeah, for me, I'm a pretty boring guy. I just want plain chocolate on chocolate with more chocolate and a little bit of peanut butter. Feel free to leave a question below. Thanks for watching the GameTaffy. I'm Ben Davis, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.